So now the hot one today, or it was, today is almost over. It is July 12, 2024. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. It is still 75 degrees, which is fine, but the problem is it's over 99% humidity, which is astronomical. It went up to 84 today, and allegedly it went down to 67 last night, but since it's been this humid, it's still not comfortable. Here in the kitchen it's 74 degrees, over 44%. I had to do some work outside today under the deck, and so I set up that big red fan, that firefighter's fan, and it worked pretty good. I had it in the corner of the deck on the east side, and it was pushing air across the entire underneath of the deck. And it didn't really make it any more comfortable because it was just so humid. The fan doesn't work when it's that humid, but it was making a pretty good breeze under there. It's a very powerful fan. Here's that clip. So that worked pretty good. I think I'll be using that under there more often. So here in the kitchen, we're using this Duracraft fan here when I'm at the table. This is, I'm not sure what the model number is, but this is one of the fans that the letter H gave me recently. It's an interesting model. I've never seen it before. The blade is kind of like a bluish color, I think. There's the control. It's one of those push-to-turn controls. Pre-cleaned and pre-serviced. It's always nice to get stuff from other collectors because it's usually in reasonable condition. Kind of looks like the SMC blades. Oh, I don't think that there's any correlation. The base is kind of an odd shape too. So there's that one. Got that there, but I haven't used that in probably 2 weeks now because I haven't been opening the windows. Over here in the kitchen, we have the Lake Breeze SMC Medea table fan. I gotta clean up that other one that's actually got the branding on it still. But I use this one here in the kitchen, and it just does a good job if I'm working on, well, which I need to do, put the dishes away or what have you. We do have the ceiling fans in here, but these just really don't move all that much air, and this one I very seldom use because if I got anything on the counter it just blows off. Like this bag would be on the floor if I was using this right now, so I don't use this one that much. That one I do use a fair bit when I'm sitting at the table there, but it's gonna be time to change these out soon. I got so many other fans I want to enjoy. If I don't keep swapping them out, I'll never get to them all. So here we have the Montgomery Wards, the Fetters, 1 ton, and this has been running for a week and a half now. When I get up in the morning, I turn it to high fan, or no, I turn it to high cool, because you should always use these kind of units on high when it's hot out. And then once the sun goes down, it gets a little bit cooler, I put it back to low. and I just have it on constant. And it does a good job. It takes care of the whole house. At nighttime, like it is right now, it's 49% in here. I just took a shower and I forgot to put the exhaust fan on, so all that steam went all over the house. It was like 45 before. At nighttime, it does also pull a lot of humidity out of the living room here. I haven't even used the big carrier today. It's still 77 in here, but it's over 40%, so it's fine. When I'm sitting on the couch, I just turn this on, and I just put that on low, and then come over here and sit on the couch. I get a nice breeze from that, and it's very comfortable. I'm so glad I finally have a big space I can use box fans. I've really never had a use for box fans before, because they're just too big and too loud for the bedroom, except for in the window. So this is nice to use this in here. It works great. It's an excellent fit. Can't even hear it. These are so quiet. And it's kicking up plenty of air. So that's that. I'm not in here right now, so we're going to cut that off. In the hallway, we have this Alaska weather shield. This is getting all really messed up. I gotta just buy a new one, new handle. So this, I put this here because at night, well, I'm having a little problem here. So I don't like to have air conditioner on in the bedroom when I'm sleeping, because I just don't like the extra noise. Albeit this one is very quiet and I can sleep perfectly fine with this one on. It's just not my preference. So I installed this Sharp in here. It's a big 12K 1-ton unit. And what I thought I would do was at night I would turn this on and it would be enough to cool both rooms, and it is. This has been working perfectly fine in terms of the cooling. However, I kept waking up with a sore throat ever since I put this in. I says, oh geez, you know, and I'm going to sleep earlier and earlier, and I'm not tired, and it's just confusing to me. So I finally figured it out. It's got to be moldy, because I would wake up in the morning and I'd have the sore throat, and then within like an hour or so of being up and turning it off and in the other side of the house, it would go away. And I was going through that for days. And then finally, a couple of days ago, like yesterday or the day before, it clicked, and I stopped using it, and I used the carrier at night, and I was fine. So then today, when I came home, it was really hot, so I said, fine, I'll just turn it on for like an hour, then I'll shut it off. And sure enough, within like a half an hour, I started getting the sore throat again. So I shut it off, I went down in the garage, it cleared out, and I'm fine. So that's it. I can't use this anymore until I clean it out. And I was looking at it really close. It's probably too dark now to see. Well, maybe not. I do think that I see some mold forming on the bottom of that piece right there, which is part of the blower chamber. And there might be some mold on that stupid little vent thing, which is just a useless nonsense feature. It serves no purpose. So we're going to have to clean that out, which is kind of annoying because it took some time to get this put in, and it's bulky to get in and out because it's heavy, which is, well, actually it's light for a 12K, but it's still fairly heavy. So I guess I got to take that back out now, put something else in here and deal with that. So I'm just not using that for now because I'm not going to get sick over it. That's ridiculous. So we use this one instead. Been taking a lot of siestas with this thing running lately. Now what I will probably do later on is I'll shut it off and I'll just have this running with the one in the kitchen, and that'll be enough for the night, because it's a little bit quieter that way, although the other one costs less to run, so I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I guess I'll just run the carrier. Makes the whole sense. I got this going in here. This is bringing it down to 71/47. It's set to around 72, so it'll cut off in a minute now. Definitely not automatic. Otherwise, it just gets super humid in here. I've really been enjoying this machine. This is a nice piece. And we got this going too. All these stinking bugs are gonna come in the garage. Not good. I hate bugs. Anyways, here in the garage, I did a lot of cleanup in the garage today. Making a lot of progress here. I know it doesn't look like it, but it was it was really bad. It looks fantastic compared to what it did this morning. So we've got the ceiling fans going in here. And all I'm using is this little 6 guy. And it's holding its own. It's got it down to 72 in here. This is a great little machine. Wish it wasn't so loud. I'd use it upstairs. Pulling plenty of moisture. I've emptied its 5-gallon bucket once already today. It filled it up right to the top. I was using that before too, before it cooled down. Now that's good enough for now, I think. So we're gonna satisfy this one. And we'll just leave that there. Leave it on 5 for the night. And I'm going to work in here again in the morning. So I don't want it to be all hot and humid in here in the morning. And we'll turn the fans off. We don't need them on. That's got to stay on, and that can go off, and that can go off. And now I can't see where we're going. Okay. Got it. Listen, those AEs. That's fantastic. 2 of them. I brought this pedestal fan out here about a week ago, and I use this at night when I'm out on the deck. And surprisingly, it actually works really well. It's kind of windy tonight, so I don't even really need it, but if it wasn't windy, you can feel it almost across the entire deck, even just on low. And even though these are kind of loud, it's tolerable outside. So that's been working pretty good. It's making it tolerable to be outside. If it's stagnant in this kind of weather, it's just, I don't even want to be out here. But this makes it kind of comfortable if you're sitting right in front of it. And whenever I come out here, I always make sure I turn that air conditioner on, and I set the temperature just a little bit lower than the hallway, so it kind of goes on and off. It's really neat to hear that start up, because you see all the lights will dim and you'll hear the AE fire on. It sounds great. Well, I think that's it for today's fans and air conditioners. Still using the same 2 dehumidifiers downstairs, so I'm not going to show those again because it's just the same thing.